All right, as President Trump is cracking down on crime and illegal immigration and obviously National Guard all over the place, he's officially going to war with the cartels. The Trump administration telling Congress in a memo today that the U.S. is now in an armed conflict with the cartels, which the president has designated as terrorist organizations. Now, you've already seen him blast drug boats out of the water. So what does this mean going forward? Here to tell us more, Missouri Senator Eric Schmitt. Senator, thank you for joining us tonight. What's next in this battle?
Well, I think this is an acknowledgement by the Trump administration of what's actually happening, which is these narco-terrorist organizations have declared war on America. The drugs that they send here kill over 100,000 Americans every year. And so President Trump has taken on problems that people thought were intractable, like crime in D.C., right? We've seen real gains there. Solving the border problem. We've effectively closed the border. So what's happening now is these terrorist organizations that used to move by land and have their distribution channels on land, they're now in the open seas. And so what President Trump, I think, is signaling here is if you're going to do that, we're going to blow your boats out of the water. We don't need to take you to trial. If you're a criminal organization that's trying to kill Americans, we're going to treat you that way. And remember, this isn't like some random drug dealer in the movie Dazed and Confused. Like, these are criminal organizations hell-bent on making a lot of money and harming a lot of people.
Senator, CNN spoke with an anonymous cartel member who shared some thoughts about what Trump was doing. Watch.
Have you had to kill people?
Yeah, you've had to.
Couldn't you stop doing this?
Pero no puedo.
You can't.
Ya cuando entras, ya no sales a muchas veces.
Once you get in, you can't get out.
Pero,
Do you think what President Trump has been doing has been making your job tougher?
oh, yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
But it's becoming more difficult, you think?
Yeah.
Yes. So isn't that kind of what we want? Is for their jobs to be made more difficult and more dangerous, not the rest of America's daily life to become more difficult and more dangerous because of them?
Yeah, I think that's a campaign ad for Republicans moving forward. I mean, that interview. And the tragedy of all this, Laura, as you know, is for 4 years, the Biden administration threw open the borders and acted like there wasn't anything they could do about it. Meanwhile, 20 million people came here illegally, and these cartels were running the show. Americans were getting poorer. They were getting richer. I was down there. The economic value of the human trafficking alone was $100 million a week. Yeah. So it's time that somebody stood up. President Trump has arrived on the scene once again, and I think we're going to have a secure border and treat these individuals as they should be, which are terrorists.
L.A. Mayor Karen Bass has something to say about the way Trump is going about this. Watch.
Racial profiling of Latinos, which we refer to here as the hunting of Latinos, that has created a blanket of fear around this city and has had detrimental impacts to our economy. They are trying to dial us back to the 1940s, and that is a tragedy for the American people.
So whether it's drugs on the high seas or illegal alien criminal gang members on the streets, the Democrats routinely side with the thugs, the criminals, the traffickers, and then will smash the president for racial profiling? That's the big problem in America today?
And you listen to the language that she uses, it's unhinged. I mean, I really think this is a symptom of Trump derangement syndrome. President Trump wants to crack down on crime, and they're just sort of harboring these criminals and making excuses. But I got news for you. It's not 2020 anymore. Nobody wants to hear that. They want safe communities, especially the people in those communities. And we had the D.C. Police Union chief in front of the Judiciary Committee this week, Laura, and I asked him, what lessons can be learned about what happened in D.C.? And he answered very simply, which is the truth. There's no substitute for a police presence in prosecutions. That's what we need. And the ICE agents who are serving this country deserve the respect and the space that they need to carry out their jobs, not these leftist politicians calling for action against them.
Yeah, and dangerous rhetoric, which, as we know, causes horrific results. Senator, thank you very much.